Hi everyone, and welcome to your Libra November 2019 Love Monthly Forecast reading. For Libra, this is actually a very spiritual and very karmic reading, I would say. So I'm not sure if this is just a theme that is vibrating with the energies in place throughout the month of November, but this is what I'm picking up for you guys. Let us see what's going on with you. And just a spoiler alert, I do believe that it's going to be turning out in a more positive manner. Yeah. So what I'm picking up right now, you do have the Seven of Wands being crossed over by the Two of Wands. Now, this is not really the most harmonious things that is going on with you right now, because it makes me feel as if this is a situation wherein you're trying to feel better, you're trying to be more productive with things, you're trying to work hard on a relationship, a situation, or because of the status quo that is transpiring between you and a specific person. It doesn't really matter whether you're single, in a relationship, in a marriage, or whatever complicated situation, but the idea here is that you're hanging by. You're trying to cope up, you're trying to be alive, you're trying to live life the best way that you can and in the most practical manner as well. Being crossed over by the Two of Wands, it gives me that energy wherein you can only go until somewhere. It takes two to tango, because you know if you're single, regardless of how positive of a thinker that you are, things are not going to move forward with you alone. You need someone to be there for you to complete things, those kinds of things, if you get what I mean. And if you're in a relationship, this is a situation wherein you're trying to fix everything, but the reality is you cannot fix everything alone in a relationship. You need that person. So that is mainly the struggle right there, that I'm getting here. So there's a lot of deep thinking in terms of your relationship. What is right, what is wrong, am I on the right path, what should I do about this, those kinds of things. In your foundation card, you do have the Justice card, so this is really working in with the balance of the give and take of a relationship. And you have been having a lot of ideas, a lot of thoughts on what should I really do with this situation that you have in mind now. And I'm getting here that feeling wherein it makes you feel as if you are in a relationship. Maybe you are, maybe you're not, but it makes you feel as if there is a love life that is existing here, but it makes me feel that you're alone, you're single. It doesn't feel as if you're actually in a relationship, and maybe that is why you have this Five of Cups in the last card of the deck. So maybe there is disappointments, there is some form of emotional sense of feeling, there is a form of disappointment, unsatisfaction going on in terms of your love life and relationship. So it gives me that feeling of there is some form of dullness, as if you're not really entirely happy, you're not really anymore very sad, but it does not really make you very much fulfilling as well. In your recent past, you do have the Magician card, which is also another alone card. And what I'm getting here is that you have been trying to, I guess, innovate things. I kind of feel that you're trying to focus not in the relationship. You're trying to focus on maybe your work life routine. How do I make money? How do I write some form of articles? What can I do to get things off my mind? And that is basically why you have the Nine of Pentacles on top of the reading, which means that it is on your head, the things that are in your mind. So what is in your mind right now is probably career, ways to earn money, ways I can to support myself, not to rely on other people. those kinds of energies in place. At the same time, there is a waiting feeling here. You're doing things by your own self in a very individual manner, not really in a partnership kind of way. But I kind of feel here that maybe you're still waiting for that person to enter your life, to come into place, to take action, and maybe try to resolve things. You're still waiting on that. And in the near future, you do have here the Wheel of Fortune card, which is all about, changes. What you have right now is going to change soon, especially in terms of your love life and relationship. If you have been going solo for the longest time, then there is like, a sign here that the wheel is turning now. There's going to be some form of movement. So I would say that for some of you guys, all those waiting is going to be paying off. And if you're still waiting, that is going to be a sign wherein it's now in a temporary phase, because things are finally going to be moving forward, and you will be receiving the results of your own karma, the results of what you deserve in terms of love, in terms of relationships as well. So you also have the Emperor card right here in the position wherein the energy that you are giving off. So maybe you are supporting your own self. It could be that you are also thinking of this person, and there's a lot of anxiety and worry with that all at the same time, because you do also have this Prison card along with the Nine of Spades, as I did my clarification, that energy. So there could be a lot of worries and fears in terms of this person. The Emperor card is basically the man that maybe you are idealizing, the person that you want. Maybe it's your partner or a potential dating person in your life. And what is surrounding their energy is they have this Eight of Swords. So if this is someone in your relationship, maybe you guys just had a fight and things are not really done there. There has been some form of power struggle, but maybe you're coming into the climax of things on where it is gonna go, because this person still love you. They do still think about you as well. Those kinds of things, whether they are showing that or not, I kind of feel that you will have an idea on where you are being placed in their life. Basically, it is also being paired by the Ace of Hearts. So they might not be doing anything, they may not be communicating with you physically and mentally, no connection at all, but I kind of feel that they might be trying to connect with you once again. I mean, that is just a possibility, but it is showing us that you are on his mind, his or her mind, and they are on your mind all at the same time. You do have this Temperance card in the hopes and wishes position, so you might be wanting some form of reconciliation. There could be some form of reconciliation happening as well. This is an element wherein you're not really thinking about breaking up. It's more on, regardless of what's going on, this is more on you want things to get better, you want things to really work out, those kinds of things. And in the Outcome card, you do have here the Death card. Now, I really like this deck because their Death card is really not scary. If you guys can see, it's not the usual Death card, and which is what I like about this, and it's quite similar to the Crossroads in a Lenormand deck. Let me see if I can give you an example. Yes, so it's very similar to the Crossroads of a Lenormand. So what is the Crossroads all about? It's all about making choices, decisions, sometimes separations, but sometimes reconciliations all at the same time. So it's a very wild card, I would say. Yeah, But as I clarify this card, I do have the eight of clubs, and the card of cheerfulness on what this is really meaning to us. So this could be a situation that something is now ending in your life. There is a possibility that there could be an ending of a relationship, a situation right there, but this can also be an ending of the negative feelings that is in your energy with this person. Maybe you have been angry with this person for the longest time, and now you're ready to set things aside. You're ready for a more positive energy to come into place, and maybe you're now on your way to forgiving the person, forgiving and forgetting all the things that did not work out, those kinds of things. Because the card that we have here, the eight of clubs, is a very action packed card. There's a lot of discussions, a lot of one-on-one conversations, a lot of things blowing up, those kinds of things, and maybe that is now ending. But all at the same time, the death card is about new beginnings as well. So we can say that if the two of you had not been upfront to each other, this could be a situation wherein you might have some form of situation wherein you will be able to talk things out with that person, which means that it can have some form of peace and reconciliation, and having some form of trying to resolve it once again, those kinds of things. And really the funny thing here is that you have three you have quite a lot of major arcana cards. So I'm trying to find them. Yeah. You have here the Justice card, all about relationships. The Wheel of Fortune, something that has a lot to do with, karma, with your fortune, the things that is about to transpire in your life. The Wheel of Fortune is very much of a time-oriented kind of energy as well. So when this is showing up in the near future, like it did in your reading, this is like a big signal that something is definitely going to be happening now in your life. Things are not going to be stagnant anymore. We also have this Emperor card, so this is really signifying the partnership, the person in the partnership. It could be the man. You also have this Temperance card, and I've been mentioning this in my readings, especially recently, that the Temperance card is like the princess of reconciliation. So it's all about trying to harmonize a relationship, trying to fix a situation, and all that. And also we have this Death card, and death is all about endings, new beginnings, and regeneration of things. So for other people, this can be a past life, a soulmate relationship, a past lover of some kind. Those kinds of things are in place here. So whenever I do a reading and there's so much major arcana, that is really not normal, and it's like a signification that something is going to be transpiring for you guys. And when I did my very last combination of clarifying cards, I used the Romance Oracle deck, and it's so crazy that I got this card. So I'm not sure if you guys can see, but this is the past life relationship, and yeah, their light is showing up, and the calling in your soulmate. So it really gives me a feeling that this could really be a karmic relationship. Either way, you already have something with this person in the past. Maybe with the Magician card, I forgot, there is actually a Magician card. So that is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is 6 major arcana in one reading. So that is just so crazy. So maybe you have been trying to work on yourself, wanting to maybe attract a person. Maybe you're working on love attraction, you're working on your candle work. That is possibility. Candle work is not really entirely bad. It really depends on your intentions, I would say. But I do believe it works, definitely. um so maybe you're trying to, have this person to come back in your life. Maybe you're trying to heal the situation, and now the results are all coming in, all in one go. So yeah, maybe, a soulmate is about to enter your life. And if you already know this person, then maybe they are going to be re-entering your life very soon. So I also use the karma cards deck, which I am going to be pulling for each and every sign throughout my November forecast. And what I got here is the Pluto, Leo in the sixth house. So in astrology, the sixth house represents enemies, the work, service, health. But all at the same time, so when it comes to love life, this is our ex partners, ex lovers, people that are in the past. Especially in terms of love life, I can really assure you that many, many times, the sixth house was representing a past lover, those kinds of things. So yeah, and for Libra, try to see what Leo is in your chart, what house it is. So for Libra rising, for example, Leo is in your 11th house. Yeah, it's in your 11th house. So it has a lot to do with associations in the normal chart, like in the equal house system, or the Aries chart, wherein Aries is in the first house. Where is Leo? Leo is in the fifth house. So 11 and 5th associations with lovers, some form of fun and excitement right there. With Pluto right now, Pluto ruling Scorpio, which is the energy we have right now. And then Pluto right now is in Capricorn, which should be in your 4th house. So there could be some form of connection in terms of your love life. It could be from the past, and this could be a situation wherein you might be taking a chance on something. Taking a chance. Maybe you're very obsessed, or you have a very strong connection with this person, whoever it is. But you are going to be taking a chance, because Leo is all about taking risk. And Leo is a very fixed sign. So when Leo feels something very strongly, yes, they can try to resist it, but most importantly, they really value the point wherein they really become passionate in something. And when they are in that mindset, they're just gonna go and do a risk. So someone is not afraid anymore, not afraid of what other people may think, not afraid of other things that could be unnecessary thoughts that are coming into their mind. But this time they are willing to take the risk and wanting to move forward. And yeah, and they are going to definitely make an effort with the sixth house. It's all about work, and trying to overcome adversities as well, especially if you have, let's say, Rahu in your sixth house, or you have a malefic sign in your sixth house. Then this could be a very helpful thing. I'm saying malefic in terms of those who are astrology lovers, who knows astrology, because malefic planets or points in your sixth house of enemies, and the complicated stuff in our life, it kind of, you are able to overcome things. You become the most victorious part of that. So maybe you are going to be very, very good in overcoming adversities, which means that the thing that we are doing right now in this reading is going to work on your favor. That is the idea of having a malefic in difficult houses, because imagine a Martian energy in the house of war. Of course Mars is gonna win, right? So it has that idea, for example. Okay, so I really don't want to go to the astrology part of this, but have the idea that if you have malefic in your sixth house, this is going to work so much magnificent on you, because there's definitely something that you can achieve, you can overcome, and you can receive as a good result of things that are in place in your life. So yeah, this is a very karmic reading, karmic energy, soulmates in past life, those kinds of things. So they may enter your life within the month of November, or they are now entering your life. I mean, I don't know, but it's definitely giving us a good signal that, you know, it's like the ingredients are all there, and we're just now waiting for things to be cooked, to things to finish out, to wrap things up, and you know, it's all good to go. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching and tuning in with me with your reading for November. So yeah, if you'd like a more personal, detailed, and precise reading with predictions and all that, just go to my website, inthestarsbychrissy.com, or you can always email me at inthestarsbychrissy@gmail.com, and I'll see you guys next month.